A lot of you guys have actually been commenting on my videos. Wow, rare Shoobs upload, or wow, he is back. I have been back for like an entire month now. I think YouTube has been cucking me with the algorithm. So be sure to turn on the notification bell and subscribe if you haven't, please and thank you. What is good, everyone? Shoobs here. Today we are taking a look at a pre-built. Sort of pre-built, I guess, but yeet. This is the Luminkey80 custom TKL, which will come in a pre-built version as well as the bare bones kit. This is a fully fledged custom keyboard, a little different from, the usual pre-builts like Keycrons. So it's cool to see a fully pre-built offering for this type of custom keyboard. So some details on the board itself. The pre-order is currently live until October 14th. That's my birthday actually, 1 year closer to maining Alps. And there will also be a in-stock release on October 15th. The pre-order will also ship out within 3 days of the closing date, so it's more like a actual pre-order instead of the usual group buy timeline. So for the specs of the board will feature a full aluminum case with a full copper bottom weight. I'm going to be destroying this with my absolutely cursed hands. It will also only be available with a PC plate and a hot swap PCB as well. The board will be gasket mounted utilizing these little socks that we have seen before, and will also feature Bluetooth and 2.4 capability out of the box. The starting price of the board is $215 for the bare bones kit and $280 for the pre-built version. The board will also be available from these vendors and will be available in black or silver anno or e-white. For the pre-built versions, the kit will include their new Luminkey80 Silva switches installed with either white on black or 9009 for the keycap options. Honestly, very based choice of keycaps. My old age is definitely catching up to me. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, but stabs will also be included for the bare bones kit as well, adding a bit more to the value. But yeah, the board is looking quite solid. The price is very nice for a custom, TKL that is full alu with a big ass weight like this, and I'm excited to check this out. So since I did get the pre-built version of this board, I'll be taking a look at it with the mindset that this is a pre-built, and I'll be also doing some testing outside of that as well. So let's check out the board's internals and see what we are working with. So for this board with the pre-built version, it will come with the inside foam installed. This is a cover with the batteries inside as well. The weight is only on the outside, but this battery cover is also made of alu, I believe, so it is still pretty hefty. And as for the mounting of this board, it is using these gasket socks which sit right down here and on the top of the case as well. It gives it quite a noticeable amount of flex. This is like the same sort of gasket implementation that we saw on the Mr. Suit. And as for the actual plate, there is Poron foam as well as PE foam installed on here straight out of the box. So yeah, these are the Silva switches manufactured by Gateron. They are linear, featuring a full nylon housing and a palm stem. They come pre-lubed and they feel very smooth. These the new pre-lubed sort of realm of switches have all been crazy smooth out of the box, and these are long pole as well with a 55 gram bottom out. As for the keycaps, these are PBT manufactured by ePBT from what I have seen, and these are pretty good, ePBT sets. Not my absolute favorite, but they are quite decent and are on the better realm of things compared to what keycaps you usually get from most pre-builts. So let's see if this is worth it as a pre-built, or whether or not you should pick up the bare bones kit if you are looking to pick up this board. So what do I think of the board? It is quite good. So for the stock version, I would say that this is probably one of the best pre-built options you have if you're trying to get into the more enthusiast part of the hobby with a pre-built keyboard. That sounds a bit counterproductive, but what I'm getting at is that this is essentially a true custom keyboard featuring all the things that we expect from one, including build quality and customizations and all that, just in a pre-built package, I guess. So if you ever want to customize it in the future, there is going to be no real need to upgrade. Now for the stock performance in the realm of pre-built boards, this is very good. However, I'm going to be a bit critical with my customs brain rot. The stabs are tuned pretty well, but the spacebar needs a bit of an adjustment. I just stuffed it with some 205, but for the switches, they're very smooth overall, but I'm not the biggest fan. This is a personal sort of opinion, but I was expecting them to sound less stockish, I guess. I think I've been spoiled by the new Bisons that have been out, but although these Gatorons are super smooth, they lack that hand-looped sound profile out of the box. Now, with the included foam that comes pre-installed, I get it, I understand. Most of the people that are trying to get into the hobby love that PE foam pour on stock, you know, but I do think that the board comes to its own more when it is removed, but that is purely a preference thing. All in all though, this thing blows 90% of the pre-builts out of the water. It sounds and feels pretty great, all things considered. These are my thoughts once I put the GMK set as well as the lubed MX Blacks. With that said, the board is really great. It sounds quite lively with a nice little pop to it, and the overall typing feel is quite soft with a nice amount of flex and is extremely comfortable. The mounting method and the sound profile is not doing anything crazy out of the ordinary, but it is doing its job very well. With all that said, $215 for the bare bones kit seems like a very good price. The board is full aluminum with a big ass copper weight and is quite a hefty boy. And it is a very nice gasket mounted board. If you're a beginner looking to get into the hobby that is looking for a TKL with a soft typing experience, this is going to be a great choice. As for the pre-built version, I think that it is a great option for those that are looking for a enthusiast-centric pre-built. Although I think that lubing the switches and maybe the stabs would suffice. For $280 though, it is very steep for a pre-built, but it comes built with enthusiast parts, and that is something you see very rarely. If you're looking for essentially a fully custom keyboard that just happens to come fully built, this is definitely it and is worth picking up if you're looking for that kind of pre-built. Overall though, I'm quite impressed with the board, especially at its price point, and it gets a big thumbs up from me.